Take Shalom, Shalom. Kwam Yasa'Allah. Kuhuloyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Bahashim Hakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. That by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh to the best of their ability. This is Hanan the Waf. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And this guy right here, adult film star Jay Hefner, 24, shot and deleted in Nebraska after trying to protect his cousin. So if you notice, they got the focus on adult film star, 24, right? You see Jake, clean ass face with the dreads, tattoos all on his fucking neck, just things that are just unlawful for us as a people right off the jump, because we're not to have tattoos. Dreadlocks are not our culture. That's like some Hinduism or the East Indians culture, so to speak, or the origins of. But anyway, let's get a little bit. Said he was tragically shot and deleted while trying to protect his cousin, the 24-year-old whose real name is Saiveon Hopkins. Was deleted in Lincoln, Nebraska, leaving behind a heartbroken family who has condemned the incident as a senseless act of gun violence. The actor had arrived in Lincoln from his home in Ontario, Canada, to join in a birthday celebration for his family members this weekend. And another thing about them birthday parties too, man. Them birthday parties, man, we that's not our culture. No damn birthday parties. It's only like I think what a word birthday in the scriptures is in there twice, if I'm not mistaken here. If you put in birthday, right? So you have one with Pharaoh, and you have one with John the Baptist, or Pharaoh birthday and Herod's birthday. In two of those instances, Pharaoh had a man put to death on his birthday, and Herod the Great, or Salaki, or Herod, well, he was the one that had John the Baptist beheaded. Because there's a couple of Herods as well, but he was the one that had John the Baptist beheaded in the New Testament when because he was pretty much in prison for telling Herod that, hey, you can't be with your brother's wife. That's all, that's all filth, man. That's all nastiness, you know what I'm saying? That's all, things that could be, that's punishable by death. So those are the only two times you see birthdays. You just have it's in here 3 times, but it's the same account with Mark and Matthew. So it's really the same thing, the same story being told. But that's the only time you see birthday in the scriptures. You don't see no Israelite. These are heathen. These are 2 heathens that were celebrating their birthdays. Because Herod, he wasn't a Israelite. He was a Edomite. And then, of course, in Job, some people say, or some scholars may say, that when Job's sons and daughters got killed, that the oldest son was pretty much having a birthday party, but it doesn't go off into saying birthday. So you can clearly see it's not an Israelite custom. And they'll tell you, well, what about Jesus' birthday? They'll tell you that his birthday was on December 25th, and that's not true as well, because there was no December back then, and we know that the Lord was born around the Passover, which would be around springtime, not in the dead of winter, So, but anyway, just wanted to just touch on that. That's another thing that we, you need to get out of. Repent for the tattoos. Cut them goddamn dreadlocks. Because the scriptures talks about how it's a shameful thing for a man to have long hair. And he's just in the porn, and them pornos, man. Oh man, hey, that's a serious place of real wickedness, man. It says, however, he was deleted on Sunday, and now his relatives are honoring him with a GoFundMe campaign to raise money for his funeral expenses. Well, why don't the company that he worked for, he didn't have health insurance? You think with a job like that, you'll have some insurance. I know they, supposedly do, STD testing on their actors or whatever they want to call them, says his identity as the shooting victim has been confirmed by both his bereaved family and the adult film production company he worked for. The fundraising page created by family friend Kyra Miller said Hopkins died trying to protect his cousin from physical violence. The campaign has already amassed more than $25,000. So see, there you have it. Miller's statement said, "It's never easy to lose a loved one, but losing a child is the most painful loss one can ever experience." Well, you lost your child pretty much overall. I mean, from the beginning. I mean, and especially him running off into that porn industry. Did any of you sit down and tell him, "Hey, look, man, that's not right"? That the Lord is going to judge you for that lifestyle, right? It says on September 8, 2024, my close friend Jenny Brown lost her son due to a senseless act of gun violence while trying to protect his cousin from physical violence in Lincoln. Okay, so I guess that was another situation there. Saiveon Hopkins was visiting his family in Lincoln for a birthday celebration and was to return to his home in Ontario, Canada. Following the weekend, Saiveon was a shining light that was there for everyone who loved him. See, they always give you that song and dance. Shining light. Yeah, he's a shining light, all right. Father to a 10-month-old daughter who adored him. He also helped his terminally ill mother care for his siblings. In an emotional plea, a close family friend explained, due to the financial strain already placed on the family for Jenny's medical care and unexpected passing, I am wanting to help raise funds to relieve them of the financial burden during the already devastating time. They added, funerals can be costly and we would like to honor Saiveon in the way that he deserves. Please consider donating and sharing this link. Thank you in advance. Yeah, okay. Amid this tragic news, the adult star fan base has rallied online. Yeah, he has some fans, expressing their sorrow. One individual commented, "Wow, super sad." Well, I mean, hey, that's judgment from Yahweh by Shemi outside. I remember talking to him in class in high school. He was a super nice person, super funny. So sorry for your loss. He will be missed. Echoing the sentiment, another posted on Facebook, "I can't even wrap my brain around this." Why? Because, matter of fact, let me get a scripture real quick. I think it's evil men. Our people don't understand judgment. Proverbs. Proverbs 28:5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. See? That's a lifestyle that can only lead to death. Yeah, think about it. I mean, and then you're not supposed to be seeing another man's nakedness. They do all kinds of shit in the porn industry, man. You got some dude filming you. He's seeing your nakedness, and then they may film a shot where these women nasty as hell, man. They'll let 10, 15 guys hit them on one spot, one scene. All of them just standing around waiting their turn. It's two, matter of fact, they'll have one in her 2 holes from the back and one in her hole from the front, if you know what I'm talking about. And they pretty much, you niggas is on each other. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty much on some, some sodomy, just freakism, man. Not supposed to be seeing no other man's nakedness like that, or and then a lot of those women be married. A lot of those women that be in the porn industry, they be married with families and shit. So here you go. You just going, your job is to go to work and just drill down another man's wife, which is adultery. So those are things that are punishable by death, man. And people don't understand this type of judgment. They just like, oh, well, it wasn't hurting anyone. All right, well, you may think that, but that's not the way that the Lord sees it. You see? Because, the worldly people, man, the people of this society in Esau's kingdom, they really think carnally, man. It's this place. If you want to feed your carnal lust, America is the most definitely the place for it, man. I had this one. Let me get Galatians here. chapter 5, verse, let me see here. Let me start at verse 18. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, which I just named off, fornication, which, you know, it's that could be spiritual, but on so many levels, you know what I'm saying? Like, people they're into fornication, man. Uncleanness, see? And lasciviousness. Always pronounce that wrong, but that was the point that I wanted to get right there, because it's, in the NLT it says, when you follow the desires of your sinful nature, the results are very clear: sexual immorality, impurity, lustful pleasures. So let's get this word real quick. Let's see what it says. And it being the Greek. Let's see how it's pronounced here.
Strong's G 766. As-el-gaya. As-el-gaya.
Okay, G766. Unbridled lust, excess, like sensualness, salakia, lasciviousness, wantonness, outrageousness, shamelessness, insolence. Yep, and it take a real shameful person to really, you know, get on camera like that. You see? And you can clearly, you know, see he probably had multiple tattoos. He's probably, you know, they probably had him all shined up and shit in the motherfucking videos and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And he's considered to be this sex symbol. But these are the type of Jake that women be, you know, be going after, man. They don't want no dude with no regular 9 to 5. A chick could tell you straight up she'll take him over a man that work a 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, honestly. They'll take a drug dealer over a man that works, you know, an honest job. This is this society that you're living in. And whoever these people were, you know what I'm saying, that got up to 20, and that was the beginning. $25,000 they got up on, like, hey, they're not gonna stop the GoFundMe. They're gonna keep that shit popping. Let's see what these couple of comments got to say. I wasn't gonna keep this long. It says, with all the living and getting the money, why do you not have life insurance? As soon as people pass away, we are creating GoFundMe. Hey, that's just the thing of the day, man. GoFundMe is the new insurance of the 21st century. Yep. It says you don't know if he had life insurance or not. Well, if he had it, it shouldn't be no need for a GoFundMe. You know, I'm sure if his mom, whoever he was taking care of, you know what I'm saying, if they had insurance, whatever, you know, she would be okay as well. It says you don't know if he had life insurance or not. He was in the adult film industry. Sure, he had life insurance. The GoFundMe is for his 10-month-old baby. You insensitive idiot. See? Well, he was. I mean, you know, he's living a lifestyle that could take him out at any point in the game. He wasn't considerate of his 10-month-old. See? Calling him an idiot. But I'm betting this person that left this comment, he's not gonna try and find out about the link and leave no money. I bet you ain't leaving nothing. Says this person says, over the years I have had this conversation with almost every member of my family. I am not your burial insurance, life insurance company. Do not call me to donate for burial expenses. If you have children under 18, a modest policy is inexpensive. If you have children over 18 who are living a reckless lifestyle, maintain an insurance policy. If you don't have one, get one. I give out $0 with plenty of advice for free. Hey, shit makes sense. Education is fundamental. What's the main topic of the article? Once you figure that out, have respect to the deceased and his loved ones. Man, please. This person says, any of my ratchet relatives I don't deal with. I know some people think family is family. I personally don't. Some people always have drama and shady people, and too many people in their circles. It's unfortunate loss for his daughter. Mom is terminally ill. This probably will finish her. So very sad. Well, what should have finished her is her son going off into that industry. But nobody cares as long as the money is pouring in, I guess, right? Maybe she didn't know what he done. It's so very sad. We live in a world where everyone should assume someone has a gun. They're so easy to get, and people will lose their freedom in someone's life. And I don't know what all that's about. Says that's crazy. So they were going to kill his cousin. People don't respect innocent people anymore. He wasn't even prepared to fight. His life was taken trying to break up a fight. I hope they arrested everyone involved. And sometimes, man, I don't get it. I mean, yeah, something was going on to the point where a motherfucker had a gun and was trying to do what they was trying to do. I don't know. I mean, some you do got some knuckleheads out here. It says fucking pathetic, begging for money. I'm sure he has money for a simple burial. If he wanted more, he should have had a life insurance or thousands put up. This person says, how many of you scumbag families have already done a GoFundMe? That's what I thought. See? Adult film star, but needs a GoFundMe. Pathetic. Says, not a fan of the adult film industry, but he was trying to do the right thing and protect. Man, look. Says black. Slovakia. Says black. It says black son of the late Hugh Hefner. He did have the name Jay Hefner, right? Yeah, anyway, man, I'm not going to keep it long. I just wanted to touch on this, man. You know, hey, it's high time to awake out of sleep and to repent. That's all it is to it. And he's out of here. And no one's going to remember him in a few weeks, you know, and that's just the way that it is, man. You know, people are real callous these days, you know, they're not, there's no natural affection, you know. And again, like I said, man, that lifestyle, man, it's like, whoa. Yeah, that's a whole, and you know, a lot of the times, hey, these guys, man, they be into doing, you know, them gay shoots, man. They into that, man. You know what I'm saying? They so into the money that they don't have no integrity. They don't have no limits, man. When it comes, now, I'm not saying this guy was into that, but I mean, you know, a lot of the times in that industry, that's what, you know, they do. That's why a lot of those women, they'll be like, well, you know, to take on 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, you know, they have those stipulations in their contract, like, yeah, I got to get a little bit more bread, or they're going to be blowing me out like that. And then, like I said, these women, man, they'll have families. They'll be married, man, with 2, 3 kids, you know, and their husband don't have no problems with that shit. Go get that money, girl. They don't have no problems with it. Probably got a spot in the house, got a room, a basement, or something, or the damn attic already ready for shoots, man. Change up the little decor. You know what I'm saying? And had guys pull up. Now we gonna shoot here today. Yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. I mean, that's an industry that had, and you know, a lot of those small hats, man, those ooh-ish people, they own it's a rabbi that own Pornhub. So they into that stuff, man, and they're into keeping Jake degenerate as hell, man, because really this is some, you know, when you really think about it, that porn industry is some beastly. That's like being a wild ass animal, man. Except with somewhat of a low conscience, so to speak, you know, or thinking, or a brain to think things through, you know, think it out. But other than that, I mean, no different than 2 stray cats, you know what I'm saying, getting it in on the street, man, or 2 stray dogs, or whatever you want to, you know, just natural brute beasts, man. So we're living in the last days where, hey, things is getting a lot more brutal. It's high time to awake out of sleep. Always pray for mercy, because we need mercy, man. We definitely need mercy. Is this something that this guy could have repented from? Yeah, he could have repented. He could have heard the gospel too. It's not like Israelites aren't over in Canada too. Israelites are all over there as well. There's camps all over there. He could have heard the truth and shunned it. You know, he probably had all kinds of warnings. And then, you know, he probably had some, you know, these days, family members will root you on. Like, yeah, nigga, go ahead, man. Go ahead and do it, man. You know, niggas. Go ahead, cuz. It's just crazy, bro. Anyway, his name was Jay Hefner. You can clearly see he got that look like, look at me. I'm the sexiest man alive. Your ass out of here, though. Anyway, with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala and the Bible Boy.